everybody. Does that in the beginning sometimes, cuts me off, and then I'm back on again. How are you going today? So I thought I'd get on today and tune in tonight, see what's going on and how people are going. This energy's been amazing. Oh my God, it's just amazing. Just getting better and better. So yeah, so I just thought I'd get on tonight and just see how you're navigating it, because again, we've got another eclipse on Saturday. And all of the stuff that we've been since the 9/9 portal releasing and everything, we're just coming. I just feel like I'm coming into a whole new me. It's like it's been a process over a long period of time, but I just had this amazing experience this morning after I did all my morning things, and I actually felt like I was the quantum field. I actually stepped into it was just amazing. So that's what we're here to do. Like, we are so powerful, and we have so many gifts and so many like just incredible things that we haven't discovered yet. And I'm so excited. I'm so like, step into my multidimensional self, bring it on. Like, yes. So yeah, but a lot of people are feeling, like, again, there's that division, and I was just actually listening to something. It was really interesting about, Charlie and everything that happened there, and like how we all had this big rush of empathy and sadness and all of that sort of stuff. And I just heard someone talking about, and it actually makes a lot of sense, because he actually represents the Christ consciousness, which is what we're all coming into. And so yes, done by design. The intention of it was for it to be a real event, but it was circumvented, so it became something to wake up the world. And what it's actually done, it's activating the Christ consciousness in people, and especially in the young people, which is really good, because the young people have been excuse me, so indoctrinated. And like our hi Vicky, how you going? So our children, like, I know, like, and I feel that because they couldn't get to us as the big light workers, they got to our children, but that's all going to change. So he actually brought common sense to a whole generation that's sort of been forgotten. And what it's done is activated the youth, and it's activated people all across the world. And it's also showing the darkness, and it's also showing, people's mindsets and the divide and all of that sort of stuff. And that's why it's so important for us to just stay in our truth, because Charlie represented the Christ consciousness. And maybe that was like, part of the movie. But he would go to places, he would talk, he would debate. He was never rude, but he would debate about things, and he was just basically raising awareness in a different sort of way. So, and like the picture that they painted, the perfect family and all of that sort of thing, like, so the nuclear family, which has been destroyed by design, so you can just sort of see how everything's unfolding now. And oh my God, I'm so excited. It just feels like whatever is, it's minutes away, whatever the goodness is. And that's what I woke up with today. It's like, wow. And I said all week, something amazing is going to happen today. Well, my God, I stepped into the quantum field. That was fucking awesome. And all of us need to do it. And the other time that I experienced that was when I did the 9D breath work. They've got a 9DMT breath work. So you actually do with your own body and your own breath and everything. You actually breathe your own DMT, you actually create your own DMT, and you go on this amazing journey. It's like, it'd be like doing an ayahuasca or something like that. You have the elders and all of that sort of stuff. So, and that's what happened today, like spontaneously. It was amazing. So the veil's really, really thin, which is good, because it's showing all of the cracks, and you can see that everything is cracking, all of the old structures and everything like that. And it's also happening in people's lives, like everything's falling apart, everything's turning to shit. And when that happens, I always say that's awesome, because then you start again from a clean slate, and you've got two choices, when it all falls apart, and you sort of, in that place, the lowest place, you're actually at your most powerful point then, because you've got two choices. You can lie down and die, or you can get up and fight. 99% of it, like, there might be times where you've thought, oh my God, I don't want to be here, and I'm not going to get up, and, but ultimately we get up, and we keep getting up, and we keep growing, and that's what this whole process has been all about. And so with this event that's happened, it's actually good, because it's like, it's been a catalyst. It's brought people together in their hearts, and it's like, yes, it's brought people to get, people in their rage as well too, but there's always going to be that, that's what it's also exposing as well too. And again, all of these people, yeah, that's right, get up and fight. And that's it, we do, because what else can you do? Like, you've really got no choice. It's either I'm not going to lie down and die and just stay the victim for the rest of my life. I'm just going to get up and fight and keep fighting. And we keep getting up, we keep fighting. And every time we fall down, it takes less time to get back up. And, and it happens less and less, so we've actually evolved a really long way in a short period of time. And now, now we're going to see humanity evolving because of this, and all of these youths that have been activated, there's been some amazing people, like young youth. It's like, oh my God, he was my idol, and I just wanted to be like him. And then you've got the other ones, I'm going to take his place, so you're seeing all of the different levels of ego that are out there. So this again is where, and there's also, wars breaking out, it's going to break, but it's all going to stop. It's just got to get to that point to wake people up. So each thing that happens is another elevation and another elevation, another, and then it gets to that point of, where dark and light come together. And we're at that point now, and that's why it's so important to be staying in our hearts, and it's so important to be staying present and in gratitude. And because honestly, when it really hit, and it's hitting, like it's hitting now, and it's we're in amongst it, we're going to be the ones that people are going to be coming to. So we need to stay calm, we need to stay in our heart, and we also need to be the embodiment of who we've become. We can't hang on to any of those old parts of ourselves anymore. So the whole point of all of this 999 is the death of the ego. It's the death of those old thought forms. It's the death of the old way of being, because it just doesn't serve us moving forward. So it's a really powerful time. It's really exciting, and it's fucking awesome. Like, it's just getting better and better. And whatever the big manifestation is, it feels like it's literally minutes. I can feel it. Like today, I can't even describe it. And if someone's done, I can't even describe it. I stepped into the it was just the most amazing thing. It's like far out, Brussels sprout. And this is what we are all here to become. We're here to realize our full potential. We're here to remember who we are. And I believe that this process that I've been going through, like in my journey and my life and everything, is to be an example of that, to be an example of the embodiment of rising up from adversity. And all of us are, because all of us have got different roles to play, and all of us have had different journeys. And because of that, we help the people that are in our vicinity because of that. So we're moving to this whole new level of energy. We're moving to a whole new level of our gifts, of our self-awareness, of our telepathy, just basically and remembering that we are the quantum field. We are the consciousness of Christ. We are that powerful. We are all of those things that we've put outside of us and above us. It actually comes from within us. We are the wealth. We are the health. We are all of that stuff. So this whole journey has been about learning to not look for validation in anything in the outside world. And it's a long process, and so, we're all human, but it's about actually not needing validation from anybody else on the planet. You don't need anyone else to say that you're amazing, or you don't need anyone else to boost you up, because you don't need, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need that. So no one has any authority outside of you. So that's what the journey is. It's been becoming your own authority. It's been stepping into your sovereignty. So what does sovereignty mean to you? And I've put a thing up above, what does sovereignty mean to you? And put in the comments, what does it mean stepping into your power? What does it mean, being free of all of the systems? Does it mean being fearless? What does it mean to you? Because it's going to be different for each and every one of us. And so this is what we need to be putting out into that quantum field now, is what does it actually mean to me? Like, to me, it's being a free human. I am a free human. I am in the embodiment of all I've come to be, and I am the person I always wanted to be. So now I'll move to another level and another level and another level, and owning that, owning your journey, being proud. I'm so proud of my journey. I wouldn't change. I talked to my dad yesterday and I said, Dad, I maybe would have approached some things differently and I've done a couple of things different, but ultimately I wouldn't change it. I'm so thankful for the whole journey of everything through all of the lifetimes, because this is what we came here for. We came here to be the super beings that we are. We're supernatural beings. You know, look back to the times like Avalon and Lemurian, like all of the gifts, that's our natural abilities. You know, and because they don't have that power over us anymore, we are free to evolve, and that's been their greatest fear. And they also underestimated what would happen with this thing with with Charlie, because they underestimated the amount of people that are awakened, the power of that awakening, and how many it would awaken as a result of it. So again, remember, it's just a movie. You're ferocious and free. Yep, exactly. And fucking abundant, like super fucking abundant. Because when the light workers have the wealth, they're going to do good with it. I've got so many things just so many things. And, because it's for all. The wealth is for all. We are the wealth. So it's about stepping into that. So, so what does sovereignty mean to you? And it's just something to think about. And again, before we go through we're coming into the solstice, the eclipse on Saturday, So again, and we're in Virgo, so we're clearing the pathways, we're fine tuning things, and then with Pisces, because it's going to be in Pisces, there's going to be a lot more tears. There's going to be a lot more releasing, and just say, okay, yep, I embrace that. Sure, bring it on. So, what does sovereignty mean to you? What does being a free human being mean to you? Because it's different for each and every one of us. And oh my God, I can't describe the feeling of it, but I don't want to go back to being not. I can't describe what happened today, but it was just amazing. It was just amazing. And this is what we're here to do. And this is who we're here to be, to remember who we are. So I'm the priestess in the temple. I'm not the beggar in the street anymore. And that has been a big shift for me as well too, like for abundance and all sorts of things. It's like, yeah, but I'm the priestess in the temple now, and claiming that, and this is all of us. We are the priestess in the temple. We're not the beggar in the street. So this is the shifts that we're going through at the moment. This is the power of who we are. We're fucking amazing, got to own it. And we're beautiful. When was the last time you told yourself how beautiful you are, and that oh my God, I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing. That's what it's all about, because when we can do that and we can be that, it gives other people permission to do the same. We're just being ourselves, we're not performing, we're just actually just being who we are, and until we can do that for ourselves, we can't expect that anybody on the outside is going to, say, hey, I love you, and it's like, oh, thank you. It's like, well, hey, I love you, and just say that. Look deep into your eyes. I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're amazing. You're fucking amazing. I'm so, so proud of you, and I am she who receives, and it cannot be otherwise. Just treat yourself as a sacred, precious being that you are, because this is what we are here to be the example of for everybody, and it gives people permission to do that as well too, just to be free, like to just know it's actually safe. You're safe to be yourself. You don't need to be anybody else. You don't need to please people for their love or approval. You don't need to be anybody that you think other people want you to be. You just have to be you. That's it. And I remember a t-shirt once, and I said, what is it, you may as well just be yourself because everyone else is taken. And that's it. Just so this is what this whole process is about. So what does being a sovereign being mean to you, and what does that, how's that going to look in your life? And the eclipses, yes, they have been amazing, haven't they? Yeah, abundance for all, absolutely. There's more than plenty for everybody, and that's been another one of the big lies, that there's not enough and that we're not enough and everything. But there's more than plenty. The whole world could be fed overnight. There's more than plenty, and we need to realize too that we are more than plenty and that we never go without. It's just our mind that tells us otherwise. So I'll tune in, put in the comments what what sovereignty means to you, because in a sense, by you putting it down there, you're putting it out to the universe. You're putting out to the universe that, I am a free being. I'm fearless, I'm fuckable with, and I'm free. And I'm proud. I'm proud to be who I am. What is it? And that for me is my sovereignty. Remembering who I am. I'm the priestess in the temple. I'm not the beggar in the street. And that's been a huge shift. So put in the comments, and I'll tune in, and I will see you on the other side. Greetings, dear hearts. There is indeed a quickening in the energy at this time, as humanity is going through an accelerated process of illumination. This process of illumination is very overwhelming for many, as the emotions that have been stored within are bubbling to the surface in ways that were most unexpected. This is bringing about a wave of emotion across the planet that has been necessary. For humanity has been oppressed for so long. There is no dark and light. There is just pain and love. And all of those that are in pain are the ones that have not received love. They have not known love, and they know not any other ways to be. There has been much modification of genetics. There has been much psychological damage done by creating things for humanity to be programmed with that are not of truth. They are not of light. They are not of the heart, and they are not of consciousness. And we have been programmed with all of the distractions of technology and all of those things that would accelerate time and give you the convenience of more time, where in fact you have less time. For most of the time is being spent looking, scrolling, looking at those things that are not serving your purpose, looking at those things that are not feeding your mind, your body, or your soul. What is it, dear hearts, that gives you that feeling of power of standing in your sovereignty as you claim it now? What is that feeling of power? Is that having great wealth? Is that having family connections? Is it having communities? Is it standing in your truth? What is it that makes you have this feeling of sovereignty? And then we take this to the Christ consciousness, for this is what this is all about. And this too has begun a wave across the planet of the Christ consciousness being reawakened. For the Christ consciousness is not about one person, it is about a way of being. And this Christ consciousness comes from within. This Christ consciousness is the divine spark that has brought you here, with this knowing that you are here, that you are a chosen one. You have been chosen for a purpose. You have been chosen to find your light. You have been chosen to walk through your darkness and through your pain and through your trauma and come to the other side and shine like a beacon for all of humanity. You have, dear hearts, walked through many, many lifetimes of trauma. And this is the one where you put the line in the sand and you said there will be no more. This is finished now. It is done. And we shall receive now, and it cannot be otherwise. We shall receive the goodness of the Christ consciousness, which is the abundance of love, the abundance of joy, the abundance of gratitude. We shall receive in joy now all of the love of who we are, and all of the love of the lives that we are here to co-create, the beautiful future that will be filled with excitement and adventure and journey and abundance and community. And you will see Mother Earth being restored and replenished in the most magnificent way, and this will appear to happen as if overnight. However, dear hearts, this, like all things, is a process that has been ongoing for a very long period of time, in fact thousands of years. And we are now standing at the precipice where all of humanity will come together and unite. For the evil acts against the children are very soon to be revealed, and this is what will unite humanity. This too will also ignite humanity, and there will be much rage, much outrage, and there will be much violence that will occur. You will find that this will be quickly quelled. However, it is a natural reaction to that, to taking the innocence of the youth. And this has been going on for thousands upon thousands of years, and they have used fear and tyranny and control and blackmail and all of those things to destroy those that would say anything against them. Their time now has turned, for we now have no more fear of this. We will speak of this, and we will speak of this loudly, and we will stand from every street corner and we will speak of this. And there will be no corner on the planet that any of them will be able to be visible, for everyone will know who they are and what they have done. So the exiting of this darkness from the planet is very close. However, as you can imagine, they will not go down without a fight. There will be many more events to shock, to surprise. Again, we would say to you, dear hearts, remember, the light has won. You are watching a movie now playing out for the timelines for those that haven't had the eyes to see. This one event has triggered an awakening like no other. This was akin to the death of Princess Diana, the grief and the trauma that went across the planet. Know too that she soon too will appear also and reveal all of that which has been hidden for so many lifetimes. There are many, many actors in this play, and very, very soon there will be the final curtain call. The ending, as has said before, will not be for everyone. However, for those that have chosen this path, for those who have chosen to be the fearless warriors, to stand in their truth and say, no, you will not put that in my body, that is rape, that is violation. You are the ones that will be standing in the greatest of celebration for the validation that comes with all of this, for those of you that have been seeking and finding the truth, and then moving through all of that. For again, there is so much misinformation. This has brought you back to a place of discernment within your own heart. So know, dear hearts, all is in perfect and divine order. Step back, observe, and do not absorb. Remember, this is a movie and this is playing out. This is also a time not to be letting your energy be entangled in any of those things that propaganda would put out, that this is going to happen, and that is not the reality, dear hearts. And if you continue to focus on these things, that is where your consciousness will stay. It is time now to step into the higher consciousness. It is time now for you to remember you are the quantum field experiencing it in a human form. You are more powerful than you realize, dear hearts. And when you come to this place of knowing, and you come to this place of standing on this threshold fearless, with your heart and your arms wide open and free, knowing that they have no power over you anymore. They cannot burn you at the stake. They cannot hang you. They cannot murder or do all of those horrible things that they have done. And those things, in fact, will be now returned to them in the dimension that they will be, and it will be there for eternity. For there are many that do not have the consciousness of the God spark. This is why they have tried to steal the innocence of the children, for that is what they were lacking. And they have failed. For all of those children that have been tormented and tortured through all of the ages, we have set them souls free. We have set all of these children free. And we feel now beneath Mother Earth the relief of all of the blood of the children is now being cleansed and cleared. And all of that, the evil deeds and acts will soon be revealed, and they will be most traumatic for many to witness. However, again, this is necessary, for it is through our complacency that humanity has come to this point. So know, dear hearts, all is well, all is in divine and perfect order. Allow yourself the luxury of allowing your emotions. Allow yourself the luxury, and it is not a luxury, dear hearts, we would say it is a necessity, to stand in your truth, to claim your power, to claim your sovereignty right here, right now, to put your stake in the ground. I am here for a reason. Put me to work. Let me be of the highest service for the greatest good of all. Know that your purpose will be activated, for there are many of you that have come knowing that you have a purpose and you have wondered what that is. The purpose until this point, dear hearts, has to become the best version of yourself and to love yourself unconditionally. For in so doing, all things will awaken for you. So know, dear hearts, all is divine and perfect. You are loved, you are wanted, you are enough, and that is all you need to know. And that, dear hearts, when you look in the mirror and say, I love you from the center of your being, you will find that all of that which has been illusion will drop away. So put your hands on your heart, take a deep breath, and imagine you're looking into the mirror, looking into the eyes of your soul. I love you. I love you. I love you. And feel this settling into your cells, feel this settling into your atoms in your DNA. And know, dear hearts, that thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, and so it is. Bring it on. Well, it feels like it's already been brought on, doesn't it? So have the most beautiful, beautiful, magical night. Put in the comments, like even after this, put in the comments, because by you putting it down, you're claiming it to the universe. Sovereignty means to me being fearless, unfuckable with and free. What does it mean to you? So yeah, it's just amazing. So sending you all so much love. I wish you could all experience what I experienced today, and I'm sure that that is going to be something that's going to happen for all of us very soon. So have a beautiful night, and I will talk to you soon.